Hello fellow cineenthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reel's movie review. Today's movie is one of my all-time favorites and one that I have absolutely fantastic memories of seeing twice opening weekend, 13 Going on 30. 13 Going on 30 starts off with this young girl named Jenna Rink. She is 13 years old, so that would make her in about middle school. And like most 13-year-olds and most young kids, they all wish that they were popular. They were part of the pretty popular crowd because Jenna has frizzy curly hair, she's got braces, and she's a bit of a nerd. She has a best friend named Matt who likes to take pictures. He's always going around the school with his camera taking pictures of everyone. Her 13th birthday party is a while later, and she wants to invite this group called the Six Chicks, which is led by this girl called Tom Tom. And Tom Tom kind of manipulates Jenna into doing a proposal for a project for her in order for her to come to the party and to get this popular boy named Chris Grandy to come as well. So Jenna, being naive and just wanting to be very, very popular, not really knowing that she's being taken advantage of, says that she will do the proposal if Tom Tom comes over with her group of friends and brings Chris Grandy and all of his friends. Matt is not crazy about Jenna wanting to be popular. He's a nice kid, he's sweet, and he always gets made fun of. Everyone calls him Beaver because he's a little chubby. And at the party, Jenna starts kind of getting influenced by Tom Tom and the other group. She makes fun of Matt a little bit. Tom Tom has other plans for Jenna. She blindfolds Jenna to play 7 Minutes in Heaven and sticks her in the closet, and Jenna starts to wait to see if Chris will come in. But Tom Tom and everybody else take a few snacks for the road, and then they hightail it out of there. And I forgot to mention beforehand, which is very important to the story, that Matt had given Jenna her own little, Jenna dream house, kind of like a Barbie dream house, but he made all the figures in it with, all the cool records that she wanted, all the snacks and all the clothes and everything. So Jenna had thrown the dream house into her closet before everybody came over because she didn't want to seem like a little kid, even though she really, really liked Matt's gift. So Matt is coming back as everybody's leaving because he left to go get his Casio, which is a little keyboard so that he can sing Jenna a little birthday song. Tom Tom says that Jenna is in the closet and that she's waiting for him, so he opens the closet door. Jenna's blindfolded. She thinks he's Chris. Matt gets pissed off that Jenna thinks that he's Chris. He yells at him to go away. He runs away, and she's in the closet, and she's mad, so she's hitting the back of the house like this. And Matt had sprinkled this fake little wishing stuff. So Jenna had read an article in a magazine that was called 30, Flirty, and Thriving, and she wanted to be grown up and beautiful like the models in the magazine. She wants to be 30, flirty, and thriving, so she's hitting the back of the house like this, and the wishing dust comes down. She's saying, I want to be 30, flirty, and thriving, and then the next thing you know, she wakes up and she's in an apartment that she doesn't know, and she is older Jenna. She is 30-year-old Jenna. And it's really funny how she wakes up and she starts checking herself out. She's got boobs. She's in a nightgown. There's a naked man in her shower. And she runs out. She flips out. She hears the phone. She has no idea what's going on. She's 16 years into the future, so she's now 30. So her friend comes and picks her up and takes her to where they work. And Jenna, the magazine that she had been reading was called Poise, and now Jenna works for Poise. And, now it's all the kind of cliched, oh my god, I got flash forward into the future, what's going on, I don't understand any of this stuff. And she comes to realize that she's not really known for being a nice person, and she can't really wrap her head around that. But what she can't wrap her head around the most is that she's not with Matt, that she never remained friends with her best friend when they were little, and he tells her that she just just became this mean person after her 13th birthday party. She practically ruled the Six Chicks. She was their leader. And she just went up the corporate ladder and stepped on people's toes to get where she wanted. And she just finds more and more every day that she was just not the nice person that I guess she had hoped she would be. Jenna starts to try to make up for all that. She has Matt take pictures. He's become a photographer. Jenna has him do a photo shoot for when Poise has to be redesigned. She has her own idea, and then, of course, they become close again, and things become complicated because he's got a fiance and all this other stuff. So Jenna realizes that, oh my god, I'm such a horrible person. I pushed out the one person in my life that I really liked, and at the end, she goes back home, and Matt gives her Jenna dream house with the wishing dust on it, and then she's back in the closet where she had left off, and she had seen the future, and then Matt comes back and she's all excited to see him, and then they run upstairs, and again it's like the future, and they're married and they're all happily ever after. Now, I did not explain a lot of this story, but just know that it is like totally adorable. I absolutely love every scene. And yes, it is cheesy, but it is my childhood memory. Like I said, I was 16 years old when this came out, and I loved it. I mean, if you couldn't tell by my shirt right now, if you couldn't tell by this, I am a massive, massive Jennifer Garner fan. Now, I know that's probably skewing my love of this movie, but you know what? I don't care. I'm going to go on and ramble and say how much I love 13 Going on 30 because of how much I love Jennifer Garner. 13 Going on 30 came out. Jennifer Garner's show Alias was still on the air. And Alias is the reason I am into everything. The reason for all of this here, and for all the shows that I like, and all the female characters I've come to admire over the years, is because of Jennifer Garner and because of Alias. I just love that show. I love what Jennifer Garner did with Sydney Bristow, and I love the writing for Sydney Bristow, her character on Alias, and she's just my hero. She's just my role model, both character and actress. I mean, this shirt is like a whole bunch of characters from Alias, and I think this is like all characters, mostly from like third season. Love and adore Jennifer Garner. I remember the day that I saw 13 Going on 30 in the movie theaters, and I saw it twice. As I said, I saw it twice opening weekend, and I loved it. I remember my mom actually dropping me and my friends off to go see this movie, and I remember I was working a really crappy job at like this convenience store, and they had a magazine. On the back of the magazine they have or like a little advertisement for 13 Going on 30, and I got to take it when the magazine was being thrown away for the next issue. And I remember everything. I remember all the interviews that Jennifer Garner was doing and how crazy I was. And this was before there was a thing called YouTube. And I remember I would actually record on VHS tapes all the interviews that Jennifer Garner was in for this movie. I remember that so vividly. It was just such a fun time in my life, and it was just had such fun memories of being so addicted to Alias and so enamored with Jennifer Garner for her acting and everything else, and I just have great memories. Jennifer Garner plays still to this day, plays a big part in my life and what I like, as what I look for in an actress and what I look for in characters after watching Alias for so many years and still being so obsessed with it. All this rambling about Jennifer Garner and Alias is leading me to say that I'm not obsessed with Jennifer Garner and Alias. You're obsessed with Jennifer Garner and Alias. To get back on track to 13 Going on 30, this is a discussion about the movie, not just Jennifer Garner. Well, maybe it might be still, but let's put it on track. There's so many adorable scenes in this movie. One of my favorite scenes is when she dances to Thriller. Jenna had to go to a party for Poise magazine, and she sees that everybody's leaving, that a lot of people are leaving because they're bored, and she has the DJ put on Thriller, and she starts dancing to it, and then that brings everybody out on the dance floor. I remember seeing an interview with Jennifer Garner, and I think she said that she had done all these stunts on Alias, all these crazy, crazy things, and she was so nervous about doing the Thriller dancing. She used to be a dancer. She had that dancing background, but she hadn't done it in so long, and that just made her so nervous. I loved hearing that, and I think the interview was like, hey, you want to do a little dance for us now? She's like, oh, no, we're not doing that. Another one of my favorite scenes is when Jenna invites a young girl who's 13 over to her apartment with a whole bunch of her friends, and she's explaining to them how her and Matt had a really nice night out, and then they went on a swing set, they had razzles, this candy together. All the girls were like, oh, we wish we could have that happen to us, and another one of the girls says, yeah, not every guy is looking to jump your bones when you have braces. And then Jenna stands up and she goes, that's not true. And she goes, love is a battlefield. And then they all start dancing the Love is a Battlefield. And let me tell you, 11 years later, I am still so massively jealous of all those girls that got to dance with Jennifer Garner. The jealousy is still so real. I can't even handle it. I was watching it before, and I was just like, how am I still jealous? At 27 years old, I am still jealous of these girls that got to dance with Jennifer Garner. Just wrap this up and say, yes, I do love 13 Going on 30. I do think it is such an adorable movie. I absolutely think it is worth watching. And, it says it's a romantic comedy, but I can't help it. This is one rom-com that I know by heart and that I will always, always sit down to watch no matter what. And I really hope you get a chance to just watch it. Be girly. Have fun watching Jennifer Garner be so ridiculously cute. Enjoy the story for what it is. It's so unbelievable, but it's a lot of fun. Enjoy it for what it is. And I still do it. I hate rom-coms and I hate chick flicks with the utmost passion, but my love for 13 Going on 30 and Jennifer Garner will never die. And on another note, if you have never seen Alias, get your ass on that, because that is one show that is so freaking brilliant. If you are female in particular, I'm going to go after the girls and say, and you like the kick-ass women, if you like Tatiana Maslany's roles on Orphan Black, if you like Sarah Manning on Orphan Black, if you like Agent Carter, especially if you like Agent Carter, if you like any of the badass females on TV that take no shit and are just amazing and incredible and smart and gorgeous, you go watch Alias right now, because that was the one that started it all, the one that created and who passed the torch to all these wonderful female characters that are now on TV. So there's my rambling, and I should have stopped a long time ago, so I'll stop here. Go watch 13 Going on 30 right now. Thank you for watching my review of 13 Going on 30. If you like this review in any way, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below so we can further discuss the movie. Or if you're a diehard Alias fan and still wish it was on the air and missed it terribly, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe for future movie reviews. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.